Hello there, and welcome to another Sunday night little rant or a moan or whatever you want to call it, but it's live and looking back at the events. And I got up quite early this morning, more vivid dreams in this bloody lockdown, it's crazy. I went to bed at 9 o'clock and I woke up at about 5 to 8. It's crazy, isn't it, really? And I've not been drinking. This is the problem, so if I don't drink, I sleep like one of the dogs. I suppose I have to give the dog a few pints and see if he runs around the garden and see if that will work for me. Anyway, look, I saw Andrew Marr this morning. I'm one of these sad people that has to get up and look at all the politician programmes and the news programmes so I can come and make some comment about them. And I noticed that he's turning into Piers Morgan, isn't he? He wants to trip people over. He had Nicola Sturgeon on today, and I know, First Minister, you were a bit cold. Frosty would be a good thing to say, because you were very frosty. That tight lip there makes you look angry, all the time angry. And of course, old Andrew Marr, he doesn't want to find out about politics. There's lots of people dying of the convicts up in Scotland. There's the referendum, there's the emergence of the SNP that want to break up the union. And what's he want to talk about? He wants to trip over Nicola Sturgeon about Alex Salmond. About this report about what's going on. That's all he wanted to do. You said this, you said that, and then you said this, and then you said that. Well, what you're going to get her to say? You're never going to trip her over, especially not with him. Anyway, you're never going to get a sturgeon to grass up a salmon. It's a sort of a fish code that goes on. Well, let's move on to the real important events and the great thing that happened while we were sleeping last night across the pond. Mike Tyson is back in the ring. Wow. I mean, this is just fantastic. 57 years of age, he's still in there fighting. I think he's fantastic. So we've got Mike Tyson in the ring. Darth Vader has passed away. Not the bloke who did the talking. This was Dave Prowse. I met him years ago when he was the Green Cross man. Green Cross Code man. Remember him? Yes. He was a really good guy. I'll talk about him in a second. The good news again, cycle lanes are being ripped up. Good. Waste of time whatsoever. And of course, whenever there's good news, there's bad news. My toilet has blocked up. It's normally my brother Bill that blocks the toilets up, and he's quite proud of it. I laid a cable the other day. I had to get up and walk away from the toilet. Dear, oh dear. But anyway, it is blocked up. Who would be a plumber? So let's go through these things. Mike Tyson, was he the best? He could certainly punch. He was angry. He could punch using all his weight. Muhammad Ali was probably everybody's favourite because he had a good moral compass. He was fun. He sent himself up as well. He wouldn't go to Vietnam to fight in a war. He said no Viet Cong's ever called me no N-word. And he was right. And he didn't go. However, one has to say a lot of young black men did go and lose their lives fighting in the Vietnam War. But Muhammad Ali was great, and he was very proud when he said, the white people here, you're my enemy. At least he spoke his mind. Well, good for him. Even when he was on Parkinson, he said, I always forget, Parkinson asked him about a black people stronger. Yeah, he said, you want a black coffee? I won't do the accent because, of course, I'll be racist if I try and do an impersonation of Muhammad Ali. Actually, Muhammad Ali spoke like this. He said, yeah, Mike Parkinson, yeah. He said, if you want a strong coffee, it's a black coffee. If you want to make it weak, you put white milk in it. Right? I just think that was great. I do. The thing about Mike Tyson, though, he was scary, wasn't he? He was even scary, and it's proof in that film, The Hangover, where he was singing at the wedding, and his voice was so fucking bad. No one said, cut, Mike. You can't fucking sing. They said, great. How was it, everyone? Okay? We're okay? Fine, brilliant, superb. You listen to it. I've got more notes in my pocket. That Dave Prowse was a smashing bloke. He certainly was. Do you remember what the Green Cross Code man? He was teaching kids how to cross the road. You need to be a superhero to teach kids to cross the road. Well, we need him back now because of these fucking cyclists going around. These skinny little old blokes with grey goatee beards and budgie smugglers going down the road like that. Why do they dress up in all that stuff? Go and cycle round a cycle track if you want to dress up like that. What are we going to have now? Formula One drivers going down the road, you know, like this. Or as what's Formula One called now? 200 white men chasing a black man. Well, there you go. Well, part of black man. Right, as for my toilet, who would be a plumber? Really? He's got to come round and clip stuff out of it. There was the old joke, wasn't there, about the doctor and the plumber. and the doctor's toilet was blocked up. So he called the plumber. He said, can you come and unblock my toilet? He said, doctor, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. He said, yeah, but if you were ill, I'd have to come round and sort you out. He said, fair enough, you've made your point. So the plumber went round and he opened the doctor's toilet up, threw 2 paracetamols down it, shut the lid, said, if it's not better on Monday, give me a call. Okay, so what's new? We're all moaning about these 2-tier, 3-tier, 1-tier, 2-tier, 1-tier, 3-tier lockdown. Okay, forget the rules, forget the rules. I'm not saying go out and protest. You're bloody brave people if you're going to go out in large numbers like that and protest, because here's what's going to happen. Out there is convicts. They're all like little fucking Pac-Man, looking like that. If they see one person, he'll get away. We won't chase him. See a crowd, in they go. Fucking eating everybody, giving everybody the convidness. It's like a pigeon. You ever been shot on by a pigeon? They say it's good luck. It's a fucking good shot. If a pigeon sees one person and he gets a shit on that bloke's head, that's one hell of a pigeon. It's not like it's a paveway shit. It might be what's happened to my toilet. Anyway, it's not down there. See, so it's the 2 pigeons flying over Wembley Stadium in the old days when there was thousands of crowds and loads of heads. And one pigeon said, look at all them heads down there. And he said, yeah, it takes the skill out of it, doesn't it? So all I'm saying is, this Christmas thing, you don't have to go and hug people. You don't have to find 3 other households to go with. This is just what the government are allowing you to do. It's called self-will. I don't particularly want to. I won't go near crowds. I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life at an Aid Edmondson concert. So, anyway, let's try and keep away from the convids, and hopefully they'll all fuck off and we'll get our life back soon. In the meantime, during lockdown, something special for you. On Wednesday, we launch Ustream TV. Ustream TV has acquired JDTV. So JDTV will just be one of 4 channels on a new TV station. Now, you still sign in and do things the same way, unless you're told different by the powers that be on Wednesday. But what I'm telling you now, you can sign up for JDTV today. Save the VAT on it, because we will pay your VAT. We will pay your VAT for your ongoing if you sign up. On Wednesday, everyone has to pay VAT. But until Wednesday, when we're not registered for VAT, because we're thinking, right, we will swallow that VAT cost. So sign up today. Go to jimdavidson.uk, sign up to JDTV, and on Wednesday, you will automatically get the rest of the channels for VAT thingy thrown in as well as that as well. Right, so you got it? No VAT if you sign up now. VAT if you sign up on Wednesday. Whichever, you get 4 new channels added to it, and I hope you do. I'm going to bugger off now and prepare myself to do JDTV in a second, which is another half an hour of ranting and raving, and I will see you all then. Here's a little something about our launch on Wednesday. Enjoy.
Yes, Mum. Mum, I promise you, I'll be squeaky, squeaky clean. I won't even say as much as a damn it. Thank you for the tea, Mum. Yes, I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Please give my regards to Phil.
You want me to say what?
Piss. Shit.
Piss? Shit?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
Well, what did you say? And bollocks as well.
I'm not saying piss, shit or bollocks.
When I went in to see the doctor, he examined me. Jeffrey, he said, you have got VD. Shit. I said, I must have caught it from a lavatory seat. He said, you must have chewed it. It's in your gums.
Jane coming up. She promised. I spoke to her. I spoke to her on the phone, and I promised, and I told her I was going to be squeaky, squeaky clean.
The one you say, fuck.
Piss, shit, bollocks, fuck?
Yes.
I'm not saying that for nobody now.
Oh, well, if she ain't coming. Fuck her.